My next guest is a realtor with Keller Williams. Please help me welcome Sean Zanganeh. Sean!
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
So good to see you too. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
So hop on up.
All right.
There's a stout there waiting for you if that's your forte.
That is looking good this time of day.
I know, right? Maybe we'll indulge after and the sun's out.
Absolutely. Beautiful day in Del Mar.
I know. Like, give us that spring. I love it. So Sean, I ask every single guest who comes on the show to please share a fun fact about themselves. So what's something people may not know about you?
That is a great question. Fun fact, I think I've been to every state but 2.
No
in
way.
the United States. Yeah, I'm missing North Dakota and Alaska. So
okay.
That's it. So that's my fun fact.
I'm so impressed. First of all, that's an amazing fun fact.
There's a lot I wouldn't go back to, but at least I went.
You've checked it off the list. You've
Yeah.
seen it, and it is
All but 2.
interesting. I feel every state is sort of like its own little world, right?
Oh,
like,
for sure. I mean, there's a few in the middle that kind of blend together, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made the drive from Ohio out, so I mean,
you gotta pass through, so it's all good.
My question to you, Alaska. There's a lot of reasons to go to Alaska. It's super beautiful.
Sure.
But what's gonna get you to? Is it? What'd you say? North South
Dakota.
North Dakota.
I have no idea why I'd go there, but it's probably gonna be like one of those Mission Impossible trips. You just gotta go do it.
Yeah. There you go. Something weird's gonna align. You're gonna be like, well, I'm going.
I gotta find a reason to go.
There you go. Okay, so cool fun fact. You're pretty well traveled in the U.S.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you and your business a little bit. How did you find your way into real estate in the first place?
Good question. I finished up college at USD, and it was a great year. 2008. I think Lehman Brothers closed right after I graduated, and
what a great year.
The world started spiraling out of control, and I had actually got jobs at big commercial lending institutions. Wanted to go in that commercial lending space, and I thought that was like the right fit, and a job got rescinded. Everybody was on hiring freezes. So what does everyone think they should do next? Real estate.
Yeah, why not just get into real estate?
10 years later, here we are, so it's been a fun ride.
I mean, what I hear from that is that you survived, for one. You cut your teeth at probably the worst time you could get into the business.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we survived through a very weird time in real estate in our country, in San Diego, and thankfully we're very grateful that we're thriving today. So we're really excited to be here.
What's something you took away from that time in your business?
You know what? I think seizing opportunity when everyone is scared.
Yeah.
I know it's a big Warren Buffett thought process, but there's so much opportunity that happened in the last decade that has made people incredibly wealthy and well situated here in 2020.
Sure.
That when you look back, everybody, I talk to people all the time and they're like, gosh, I wish I would have bought more. I wish I had more money in the market, more. And because what we learned from all of those people is that, when the world's in a less than awesome place and the economy's, not fantastic, that's when people really seize opportunity. I think that was my biggest takeaway from the last decade is, when things are bad, look for the opportunity.
Yeah, there's always a silver lining, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I know a lot of people who did really well in real estate doing the short sales as well during that time.
Yeah, I started, and I think a month after I got in the business, I had to figure out what a short sale was, and I was in my early 20s and had no idea. And it's funny, it's the real estate space is like very collaborative, that we all continually try and ask each other questions, get involved in what each other's doing to help with each other's businesses grow, even though we're all competitors essentially. But it's really an interesting climate where you can just ask the next guy next to you, learn a little bit, and keep growing. And it's really about having people who've done it 5 and 10 times better than you have ahead of you that you can continually seek as a resource.
I love that. I'm all about personal development. In your business. Like you have to constantly be working on yourself and looking to improve, and really just coming from that abundance mindset is what I hear. You're not in this competitive space of scarcity where I'm not going to tell you my secrets, right? Like you come together, and that's how everybody grows.
There's always enough homes for everyone to sell.
Totally. So let's talk about your business in its current state.
What's
going on?
Yeah, we're very fortunate today. We have team members who've joined us over the last couple of years. I always find that the real estate team today has evolved so much than maybe 5-10 years ago. So today we have a great group of people with us, and I'm happy that we're in business with those people. And then we've also built really a staff-centric business. You see a lot of teams that it's really a lot of agents, but we believe that if you want to give that customizable service, you really have to have people who really care about the customer, who work within the team, who aren't necessarily worried about the sale. You know, they're there to really provide like a high level of service. So we want to always create an atmosphere where the client feels like they can call us like a friend and not like a, you know, a McDonald's line, you know, where they're waiting the assembly line type of people.
Right. Or maybe like an attorney where it's like, am I gonna get charged for this question? Like,
yeah, we want to make it so we're all accessible, you know, but we've created a great process that we have lots of really raving fans that we're really excited to be in business with and kind of help us continue to grow.
Yeah. What about you personally? What do you think sets you apart when somebody works with you? Like, what can they expect?
You know, it's interesting. I see so many people do real estate differently in San Diego or across the nation. I think one of the big things that or at least I feel like we're well known for, is just we show up every day. A lot of real estate and a lot of any business really is just showing up ready to work every single day.
True.
And we make ourselves available that way, so we're not limited to people just kind of feeling like, you know, I can only get them here and then. We want to make sure that people know that we're there, we're active every single day, and I think that's important. People want to know that you care to keep growing yourself.
Sure. Yeah, that's who you're aligning yourself with, and that's how you know you're going to be taken care of, right? Yeah. What about personally, Sean? What do you do when you're not working? Where can we find you?
What do you do when you're not working?
You're like, when is that?
You know, in the summertime, we're across the street over at the racetrack.
Yep.
We have a lot of fun there, and that's always. I think I've been, you know, every year since I was 19, and that's a really fun energy. You know, I really feed off a lot of places that have amazing energy to them. So obviously there, you know, we like to golf, travel, ski. You know, there's lots of things I like to do outside of real estate that, you know, I find it all, you know, who you're with and the energy of those people really make the experience of whatever you're doing.
For sure. Where is your business centered? Where are you located?
That's a good question. So I get this question a lot, and you know, what's funny is as you grow and add people to your organization, they have a different background or experience or location in which they've grown up, live, or whatever that, you know, where they spend their time. So typically our business kind of runs along the 56 and down the 5.
Okay.
Sounds very generic, but a lot of our team members are located in those areas. So we help clients anywhere from Poway, where I grew up, and I'm born and raised here in San Diego, to downtown, where we've helped a lot of people migrate out of the suburbs and kind of live more of an urban lifestyle. So we have a little bit larger geography just because we have the bandwidth of people that service those areas. So we've built a business very centric around that.
I love that. Everybody almost has their own specialty within the team, right? To make sure that everybody's getting that high level.
You know, if we have a client who's contacted us who said, you know, I'm interested in this area, they don't just get me as a part of it, they get the person who's 5 minutes away and is like hyper local to that area, because it's a great combination of having that hyper local expert and the person who's mastered that sales experience to make sure that it works for that every which client that we come across.
Absolutely. Last question for you. What's a piece of advice that you would give to somebody looking to start their own business or become an entrepreneur, some sort of self-starter?
Couple things. Like I said earlier, I think showing up every day, one of the things I was joking about the other day with my team is that, you know, the first probably 3 or 4 years of the business, I showed up with a tie every day. I probably don't wear a tie unless I have to go to a wedding now, but I showed up with a tie every day, and it's kind of goofy. And I remember at one point I got to the place where I was confident enough where I didn't necessarily need to throw on the tie every day.
Love it.
And I was sitting down with a homeowner, and they said, you know, like, why are you wearing a tie? Like, we're here by the beach, and this is a very nice house. And I was like, you know what, that's just how I roll. Like, that's what I do. But I think showing up every day, showing up dressed every day, you know, for either business or real estate or whatever you're looking to do. And I think relationships. You know, I can't stress that enough, of having the right people in your circle is the difference of those I find that succeed every year over and over again, no matter the market, no matter the economy, no matter what's going on. And the people who just have that very small centric circle of people who aren't really leveling up are the ones who are they stay stagnant. So to me, it's really showing up, and the people you surround yourself are probably the two most important things. And then that you can't put enough value on really that education. And you know, a lot of people get into real estate and they think after they got their real estate license, that's the last piece of education. You know, with real estate, I think we're continually learning, continually looking for mentors, coaches, people who've just done it 3, 5, 10 years ahead of us, who've at a really high level, that really make the experience, you know, so much faster to enjoy and learn when we're in this position. You know, we always want to find that person who's taking it to the next level and mirror and match them, because that's kind of how we all grow.
Exactly. Learn from their mistakes. They made them, we all make them, you know,
Yeah.
and all the things that they did really well. I love that so much. So people you surround yourself with, show up, be your best every day, and stay educated. Keep
Absolutely.
growing. Amazing advice, John. Thanks so much for sharing.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it today.
You down to go drink some beer though?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Let's go.
Stick with us. We're gonna come right back with Viewpoint Brewing and get a little taste of what they've got going on behind the bar.